Yeah, so we can play this 2 5s, and then I'm gonna play these. And I've got a 6 in my hand. So we're gonna play these because this is 2 pair, and it will get rid of these cards and give us one more look. Oh! No! Ah! 2 queens. I thought that was a king, a queen, and a jack. Oh, God. Okay. What's up, nerds? I'm the Blue Titan, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play Balatro series. In the last episode, I explained that, off camera, I had spent a bit of time grinding and trying to unlock some of those jokers that have so far evaded us in our playthroughs. And then, in the last episode, I also explained that we were going to be doing a bit of a pivot to focus on knocking out those challenge runs that are in the game that I hadn't really paid any attention to until the last episode. And if you look here, you can see that I have knocked out the first challenge, the omelet. That was the name of the last episode, I think, or something to that effect anyway. It was some kind of egg theme. It was kind of corny. I loved it. But anyways, so today's episode is going to be about the 15-minute city. I have no idea what this is, so let's get into this. This is going to be a first-time exposure for me. The city. The ride the bus and shortcut. Okay, so the theme here is that you're riding in a bus in the city. Okay, I get the idea. So this Joker gains +1 mult per consecutive hand played without scoring a face card. Okay, so I'm not playing face cards, or I'm being incentivized not to, because I'm assuming you can't sell this Joker since... Let me check. Yeah, you could sell the egg in the previous one, but this one has an infinity sign in the corner. Oh, it also says Eternal on the bottom. I didn't see that. Okay, so it says Eternal down there at the very bottom under Common. So yeah, so you cannot, it says Eternal, can't be sold or destroyed. Okay, so we're going to be playing this Ride the Bus Joker all the way. We're going to ride it all the way to the end. As well as the shortcut, which makes it a straight playthrough. So, I want to see our deck. So our deck is Kings, Queens, Jacks, 10s, 9s. Oh, okay. This is an interesting amendment to a normal deck here. So we got rid of all the aces, which I guess makes sense because the ace is probably the strongest card in the deck that's not part of a face card group. So if they want you to play... Wow. So I'm going to be very focused on trying to play straights. What's the best way to handle this? My guess is, since I'm going to be incentivized to never play face cards, because otherwise this doesn't get any stronger, and I'm going to be trying as much as I can to play 10, 9, 8, 7, 6s. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6s, and even actually, never mind, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5s will probably be good enough because we can do this with gaps as well. And we're probably going to be trying to, as much as we can, convert all of our cards into one suit or two suits, kind of to mimic what the flush deck did. And the goal for that would be to essentially try, if we can, to kind of force this deck into like a flush straight kind of deck, if we could, is my guess. Just kind of looking at this with an overview. And we don't have to do that, but that might be a good idea. And then also, if we can do early on, we're going to look for some ways to kind of trash these cards, because we don't want to be playing these as much as we can. So we're going to look for ways of trashing these royal or face cards. That's my guess. Restrictions. Well, no other restrictions. All right. So that's my guess. That's my first, look into this and my first guess on how I would approach this situation. So here we go. Let's try it out. All right. So, and yeah, we also probably don't want to be skipping any blinds. We're kind of looking for some good stuff here. We want some early money to get started. We need to start getting some value going here. So again, we want to discard these, although to be fair, early, we don't care about them as much playing them, but we do want to start getting this stacked as early as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aggressively discard cards like this and look for anything that would allow me to have a straight here. Well, that's a 4 of a kind. That is hilarious. But this is also, that's not a straight because 10, 9, oh, because I don't have, my brain was thinking for a second, there's a Joker that has like a hand. It kind of reminds you of the hand from, if you've ever played Zelda, the hand that kind of comes down and picks you up, or maybe the master hand in like the old school Super Smash Brothers, or Super Smash Brothers Melee at least, the master hand. But that card has the effect that you can play flushes and straights with only 4 cards, and that's what I was thinking this card was for a moment, but it's not. But we might keep an eye out for that card. So I could, with relative, like, ease here, go ahead and play this 4 of a kind and just get out of here. And it's probably worth it, even though I'm not stacking on this, because if I do this, then I'm immediately getting out of here with 4 open hands, which means I earn some money right away. Even though this isn't stacking the ride the bus like I want to start stacking, I think it's probably okay. We're still pretty early game. I'm not worried about that. That extra money might be worth it. +1 hand size is incredible here. So we want to make sure that we buy that when we come back. And we're not skipping for this Joker. We can't afford to do that. We can take this buffoon pack here. We've already got 2 solid cards that kind of force us down a path, though they don't give us any multipliers. So, well, this one will, but we're not built towards it yet. So I could just keep the money. And I don't honestly think it's that greedy to keep the money right now, because I'll earn 2 on interest and I've already got 2 solid Jokers. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep the money. I don't think I necessarily need a buffoon pack. I can probably be a little greedy here and try to earn a little extra money. 2 extra money is probably not that big a deal. So here I'm going to discard this set of cards and I'm going to look for a straight. We've got 10, 9, 6, 7, 5, and that'll be our straight. And we're just going to play it. We're not going to think much about it. And then we're going to go ahead and discard these guys. And I think from here on out, we're going to try to aggressively discard until we get the straights that we're looking for. So we got our 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We got a straight right here. So we're going to play it the highest value one we got. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. We're going to need a little bit of luck. And if we can, we want to try to find a Joker, like I said, that allows us to trash these face value cards. That's probably the first and most important thing. We can also, though it's a lot of work, we could theoretically start leveling these kings up into aces, because aces are you know, they work with 2, 3s, and 4s in a straight, though I don't think that's our route. I think it's probably best to try to turn all of these into 10, 9, 8, 7, 6s if we can through death cards. So here I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy up, and then I'm going to redeem him, and I'm not going to buy anything else in the shop because nothing here kind of impresses me. This card could be good. You know, we could run the flower pot the whole way down the line if we really wanted to, and just focus on picking up the highest value cards we could that are face or non-face cards. And I could be sold on this. You know, we just keep an even variance amount of each one of them. But the problem with this is straights are a hand of 5, yes, but you really do have to get lucky a lot, because your hand of 5 has to have 1 of each type and then whatever else. Like, you're more likely to get like 3 spades, a heart, and a diamond or something than get 4 different ones. And so as much as I think that this card could be good, I'm just not massively impressed by it. I don't know. I could be wrong here. I think there's an argument to be made that this could probably be a pretty serviceable Joker the entire way down the line, especially if we start using Ride the Bus. I don't know. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip it. I do think it was a 50-50 there. I don't think it's wrong to pick it. If you would have picked it, then I wouldn't fault you for it here. So I'm gonna play 10, 9, 8, 7, 5. And we're gonna have to discard the cards that I don't want to discard, of course. And then we look to play, wow, 4 of a kind again. Where are those hands of my normal play? There's, right? Discard. We're looking for anything that's... Well, this is tough, because I don't want to reset this. So the question is, 10, 9, this does not skip. Do I just play this? Because this will reset this guy. Yeah, this is tough. Oh, that's nice. It played my 2, and we win. We're out of here. Okay, the multiple was enough to actually get us over the edge. Okay, I'm really trying. Oh, guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This couldn't have landed any better. The trading card. So I was just talking with one of my viewers the other day. They were asking me about it. Cousin mine, actually. And he was asking me like why I like the trading card, and I was trying to express to him. You know, as a person who's played card games like Dominion. There's a card in there called Abby, I think it's called, and I think I've mentioned this in a previous episode, so you know, forgive me if I've replayed that for you a few times. But the ability to sculpt your hand is strong, but the ability to completely change the cards that are in your deck is That's incredible. So buying this Joker right now could be enough to get us all the way there, because it's going to slowly over time allow us to trash all of these high value cards that we don't want to draw, because our goal is to play this all the way. We want to ride the bus all the way there. So I'm going to buy this Joker, and then everything else after that, I really don't care. This might actually be incredible. See, here's the thing. The flower pot that we did earlier, right? The flower pot was good if we had 4 different types. This is going to be good if we play 2 of a kinds, or 3 of a kinds, or 4 of a kinds. We don't even have to play straights, and we can still foreseeably use this Joker, as long as we play a pair and then another pair or something. I think this thing is actually much better than the flower pot, but I'm also not super impressed by it right now. I don't care about that much. There's a lot better Jokers that we can find down the line. So here we're looking for anything that will allow us to... tarot cards, I guess, is probably the best option here. Yeah, anything that will allow us to turn our low value cards into something slightly better. And I am on board with the idea of turning my whole deck into like spades or something like that, because then we can play straights whenever we're forced into a situation where we don't actually have a, you know, I meant to say flushes. We'll be able to play flushes when we don't actually have a straight in hand. So this is pretty serviceable. And I'll probably also buy the standard pack, because even though I'm spending money a lot right now, I think it's really early that it's important that we get over this early hump. So we'll take this, right? We have no interest in this queen because we'll never play it, but we do want any low value card, any non-face value card that could technically be better than a normal card. So in this case, this 4 of clubs is better than any other card that's, you know, 6 points or less, or maybe, or so. I'd say probably just face value evaluation. All right, so we're gonna continue on here. Upgrade 4 of a kind. We're not doing that. No interest in that. So here we start, this is what I'm talking about. We want to start to trash these away. We want to start being aggressive about trashing these right away. I'm actually going to trash the jacks, because this is marginal, but the kings, if I use strength, are closer to aces and working their way up than anything. It's not going to matter, but I am going to discard this because this thing is 1,000 miles away from 10, right? It's as far away from a 10 as you can be. We'll trash it, get rid of it. Now we've got a full house. Man, I hope I get this luck in another game later. But it is a good discard though, because, you know, I got to discard a full 5 there. So here we will enhance. The 9s are fantastic to enhance. We're gonna do this now. Enhancing these. We want to enhance 10s or 9s. That's great. So we got a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We even got the 4. I might actually use the 4 here instead of the 5, because the 5 can actually staple itself to the 7 in a future straight alongside this 9. I think so, yeah. And do I want to turn these into... I could be, you know, convinced to do this. My thinking is, like I said earlier, if we can get to the point where we're throwing flush straights, suddenly we get that extra oomph that'll allow us to play straights and, you know, not really worry. When you play a face card, probably not. We're not doing diamonds, so that's irrelevant to us. Run info, blinds. The next blind is... So we have time to buy this. We don't need to buy this right now. And honestly, I do like this voucher. I'm not a big fan of the voucher that increases the amount of times that planet cards appear. I just don't really like that one. I feel like it's not as powerful as, like, I think tarot cards are much more powerful than planet cards that are just random. Right, there are a few situations, like there's that, I think it's like Celestial Joker, that increases its Mult by like 0.1 every single time you consume a planet card, and then you can make an argument for the increased frequency of seeing these planet cards in the shop, but currently I don't really see any reason why I'd want that in any other situation over, let's say, this tarot card spammer. I like this guy a lot. Tarot cards are really strong, so I could make an argument for a buffoon pack, but I don't really care about that too much. Right now I'm kind of sculpting my deck. I do need to get another Joker at some point, but this right now, if we just do this and we're honest and we stick to the public transport, we should be okay. But I am going to go, as I said, run one more time. I'm going to do this next one and try to, like I said, try to milk as much out of the interest as I can. There's no reason to buy these until it's the end of the ante, or close to the end. All right, we'll go next. All right, here we want to trash, like I said multiple times, we want to trash one of these. And then we want to get rid of an entire hand, another full house, my gosh. And then we got a 10, 9, 8, 7, And I'm gonna jump to my 5, right? Because this 6 is closer to this 10 than anything else here. So we'll play it, get our straight. And though we're not quite there, I mean, we're really close to being able to do this every time. I'm gonna discard this. I'm even gonna discard this 10, and I would discard the 6 if I could, but I can't. Actually, yeah. I think the 6 is probably the better pick, because there's a higher chance that the 2 10s and some other thing end up being 2 pair that I'm forced to play, and the 10's got a higher face value than a 6. And now we got a 10, 8, 6, 4. Not there yet. We have no other discards. And this is literally the situation I was just describing, right? So we still get the Mult. Even though we aren't doing a straight, we'll still get the Mult. So this is still fantastic. And we're not playing any face cards, right? That's our whole goal. We want to stick away from that. All right, so in the next one here, we're not playing 2 pairs. Each face card held in your hand gives a chance of some money. We don't want this. We're going to be earning our money from trading card. This is pretty arguably decent, but not for us right now. We are going to take this because we want tarot cards. We want to start powering up the cards that we have that we keep in our deck, because those things are not very strong right now. We'll take a buffoon pack. I think this is a reasonable time to go for this because we got 10 money. I think this is probably a good time to play it conservatively, get ourselves something. Okay, I mean, maybe I take the flower pot. I mean, it costs less, right? It only cost us, I think that was only 4 money. Yeah, it only cost us 4 to do it instead of 6. And we got to build before that, so I'll take this pack here. I'm gonna take the steel too. I can't take this queen. He does nothing for us. That's really unfortunate. Okay, we'll go next. All right, so we're gonna discard this jack. We'll discard ourselves these guys. I am finding full houses literally nonstop. I think I do discard these. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Now I am not getting any value out of this 9, but remember on the other side of things, I am playing a club, a spade, a diamond, and a heart. So I will trigger this guy, and this will probably actually get us out of the level, I think, immediately. Yeah. Okay. Did some guttural math, not really any math there, but hey, this is not the card I was talking about earlier. I was talking about the Celestial Joker, but this still kind of does what we're looking for, right? Like if we're playing like a Planet playthrough, I'm not, but that's what I'm saying here. If you were playing a Planet playthrough, this would be pretty good. The first played face card, irrelevant to us all game. Rerolls cost a little less. We'll want to pick that up before we leave, and then after that, I will take Arcana packs anytime I see them, especially if they're 4. We don't need another Joker right now. We will take steel cards. We will turn cards into steel cards. These are the cards. See, we want steel cards a lot because steel cards will allow us to really get value out of this Ride the Bus, because it's going to be doing all the heavy lifting on the Mult. So something I've learned as I've played through is, you want some cards that help out with the things that you don't already have on your Jokers, right? So if I have a bunch of Jokers and all my Jokers give base Mult, I would like some Jokers that give me some chips up until I get to the part where I get high enough Mult or high enough, planet combos that I can start switching my chip cards into, let's say, Mult cards, like polychrome cards or something like that. So you need early game to be playing chip cards. As the game progresses, you want to kind of start getting some Mult cards, and then at some point you want to transition your other cards that you have remaining, of course, into polychrome, but then start getting rid of your chip cards and turn those into polychrome or Mult, because you would expect at that point in the game you've got enough planet cards and a number of other things that the Mults would be stronger than paltry amounts of chips, which don't really get you anywhere. Chips themselves, like I remember when I first started playing the game, and I've talked about this a lot, I love the Hiker Joker, but I'm learning more and more as I play. Oh, Hiker Joker's cool early, and it feels good to play it, but it's really not that good. He's okay, but he's not as good as I thought he was when I first started, because chips don't stack as high. The longer you go into the game, the exponentiation of how many points you need to get when you get to ante 13 and 14, chips don't matter. In the early game, it can probably get you over the edge, and it can honestly do a little bit of work, but I wouldn't value I hate saying this because I did love the Hiker. I feel like this is sacrilege to say this now, but I really don't think that I would take the hiker over a lot of the other jokers now, more than something else that was uncommon. So anyway, so we don't really need just another random joker. I don't really care about that. But steel cards, like I said, I'll take steel cards. Although there could be an argument that I probably want to put the steel on the lower cards, because I'm probably going to want to play this 10 every time I see it and have mults on this and keep the 4s. Right? These are the ones I'm going to have at the lower and then I'm going to keep around a lot. So yeah, I think this is a better choice. And I will open the Jumbo Arcana pack. Like I said, I mean, I'm on board with these anytime I see them. Making a card a wild card is an interesting choice. Spades. Hey, right? Like that's what we were doing. We were talking about earlier. We've got more spades than anything else. I'm on board with that. Switch some things over to spades. Get all of these guys into spades. Now, how many spades do I have in the 9 section? I have a lot of 9s that are spades. So let's get a 10. We've got 1 10 of spades, 1 8 of spades. And I don't think we've got any more of these. So I'll go like this, and I'm gonna turn these into spades. And that's just because the relative frequency of 9s that I have, I've got a lot of those. Now you could make an argument for maybe doing the chariot again here and getting another steel card, but I think that's just a user choice on that one. All right, so here we throw a jack like we've been doing, and then we'll be able to throw away 5 more cards, and then we'll see what happens. Wow. Oh, cool. Okay. So we want to discard this 4 because we want to start triggering this as often as we can. We'll discard this 9 because we've already got a 9. We'll discard this king and queen, of course. And I think that's it. I do want to find a 6 or a 7, something, because I'm not quite at the straight here, but we've got some time. There we go. Got our 6. I guess we use this. There's really no downside to it. Sure, margins. Maybe at some point those will matter. We'll use them because we're not really playing high cards or 3 of a kinds in any rollaway. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, because that's our straight, right? We probably get out of here. This is probably enough. Just go. What am I missed? Oh, I didn't check to see if any of those hands actually had. Oops. I did not check to see if any of those hands actually had a combination of the 4 suits. Okay, so it's nice that we actually have 2 4s here, because now I can play a king, a queen, and a jack, and then it'll see just the 2 4s, and it won't count towards this ride the bus. It won't knock this out. So we're gonna do this. This is kind of functionally discarding 3 of these cards to try to get a better look. So here we've got 10, 8, 7, 6. Not quite there yet. So I will play a king. I will play a 10. I will play... This is bad. I actually have to do it like this. We got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Cool. Cool. So I was trying to play the king to get rid of it, but if we did that, I mean, the second we kill this joker, the ride the bus, we're done. Like, this is gonna, that's the thing. We'll crash out the second we do that. We can't. All right, run info. We are at, okay, the second one here. We could do the trio, but I don't really see it as better than running straights. There's no real reason for that. It's pretty opposite of our goal here. I do want this. Do I want an Arcana pack more? If I do this right now, I'm gonna earn, I'll get 2 interest because I'm gonna discard something to the trading card, go to 12. Then at the end, I'll go to 14 plus whatever I get in the level. I'll have enough to buy this, and then if I go this route, I buy this, I'll have 3, and then I'll be able to get the trading card up to 2, and I'll get $1 in interest. And then I will be able to earn whatever I get on the run, which is $4. I'll probably earn $1 more, and then I'll be able to buy this. There's an argument to be made that I buy this now or I buy the voucher here. I'm actually going to skip it. I'm going to be a little aggressive here and skip it. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's 6. I really don't like buying the $6 ones early if I can. The reason, I think I talked about this in an earlier video. It's been a long time though. The thing about it is the $4 one gives you 1 card. The $6 one gives you 1 card. And the or one tarot card. It's not actually a card in your deck. And then the $8 card gives you 2 cards. The only thing the $6 card does is it gives you more selection than a $4 card. And I don't value the extra selection over the extra $2. I would much rather just pick between 2 than have to pick between 5. And then, you know, when you have a lot of money, when you're just bleeding out your ears, you have so much money just coming out of all the orifices, then you're fine. But I don't need that right now. I think I'd much rather hold and then buy this voucher, because this is going to be a lot better late, and I don't think we can afford to skip this. So we'll go next round here. All right, so we're looking to discard these guys as always. Here we will discard a hand of 5. See, this is going well for us. We'll discard these 2 dudes as well as the 4, and I think I'll discard 1 10, not the 10 of spades though, right? Because we might be able to get a straight flush. So discard like this. We're not turning things into clubs, so that's not going to be relevant to us. 10 8 6 4, almost there with that. So here I think, do I have very many more 8s in the deck? I have an 8. I have 1 8 there, 1 8 there. How many 7s do I have? I have 2 7s left, 2 8s left. 10 8 7 6 4. Oh, actually, we have a straight. What am I doing? 10 8 7 6 4. I didn't see it. For a moment, I thought that I was off 1 card. So we're okay. We just go. You know, if you've been thinking for a bit that, you know, my desire to turn things into multiple different, you know, right now I have this flower pot, and I also have this incongruent strategy that I was thinking about, which was turning all my cards into spades, and I hadn't caught that till just now. I don't know what was wrong with my brain there, but we do have time. We can still use this for a bit and then find something better for us, but I do think that there's still a higher upside. If we can get all of our cards to be all spades, that'll still be a lot higher points and a higher chance of us winning than the flower pot, I think. I think so, and I think we can. I think there's more payoffs for going a flush straight build than there are a 4 suit, 4 color, whatever build. So I think I'm still going to try to build not around this card, but build around a flush style build. So anyway, a little bit off topic there, but you know, in case you've been staring at your screen like, why are you doing this? That's why. Okay, now in this case, I am going to use this because I'm going to get a trigger on the flower pot right now. So what I'm talking about is I'm going to go like this, take this, and I'm going to turn this into a club. Well, no, that's not the one. I guess it'd be the 6. Yeah. Yeah. So if I turn this, well, it doesn't really matter, but we'll do this. So now I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I've got a straight, but this is all different types. And I also didn't change any of my cards that were spades into anything. So now this is when I would be willing to buy this guy. And then we look for, this certificate's really interesting. He might be worth buying, because the probability that he makes a card I can actually use is a lot higher than a card that I can't use, right? There's only 3 cards that he could make that I can't use. And heck, if I do this, then I could start just generating random cards, and over time I could keep this flower pot. Maybe this is worth it. Let's go with that. So we're just going to generate whatever we generate. I'm not going to worry anymore about it. Okay, so we're going to trash anything and everything we see that's this kind of card. And then we will yeah, okay, so we'll discard like this. And we will discard like this. 9, 7, 6, 5. Yikes. Do I discard this for? 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. If I can find an 8, will be good. I think I'm going to discard aggressively here. I want to get as many triggers off this as I can. Maybe I even discard this 9 and a 5. Oh, no. Hold on, careful. 7. Okay, so we've got a 7 of spades. We got the 6 of hearts is fantastic for this. We've also got a 5 of clubs, and we've got a 5 of diamonds. So we've got to find another club if we're going to do this. I'm not gonna, well, I don't really need the mult off that right now. All right, so here we'll go 9, 7, 6, 5. I don't think that's better. I think I'm gonna go. This might be greedy. How many 5s do I have in the deck left? 1, 5. Is that it? But I could skip over to 4s, and I got 4 4s. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, so we can play these 2 5s, and then I'm gonna play these. And I've got a 6 in my hand. So we're gonna play these because this is 2 pair, and it will get rid of these cards and give us one more look. Oh! No! Ah! 2 queens. I thought that was a king, a queen, and a jack. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, grief. Can we come back from this? I don't know. We're gonna try. Yikes. Yikes. We're just gonna play what we got. Got a straight. Yeah, I think we just, I think I just threw this. Oh, this is rough. I'm just gonna play it and start a new one. I cannot believe I did that. Do you see what I'm talking about though? It's like on a knife's edge. Ah, that was so stupid. I thought that was a queen, a king, and a jack, and I took, okay. Gosh, it's so like razor thin. Oh God, I feel pretty bad. Oh, that was such a good start too. Okay, well, we're gonna give it a shot again. Let's see how it goes. Oh, what is this? No, I have no interest in that. New run, we're going to challenge. I think I started a new game without realizing what I was doing there. 15-minute city. Ain't no 15 minutes. It might be a little bit longer of a video, folks. I flubbed up real hard there. All right, let's try this again. So we don't care about these. We get rid of these aggressively. We know the score. We know what's going on. Actually, we got a straight. We play it, we go. I cannot believe I did that. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we are still looking on the lookout for things like Hanged Man. Hanged Man's still good. That's what we want. 4 Mult. 4 Mult's pretty solid. We'll take him. We'll buy this guy. And we'll leave the Arcana pack. Because the Hanged Man is better than anything we're going to get in the Arcana pack, honestly. So here we trash away these right now. And then I think I'm just going to discard these. Even though it's not a great discard. And then I'm just going to play a full house of solid. It still triggers my my bus and get out of here. Ah, I cannot believe I did that. You're yelling at your screen and you're going like this. I understand, man. That sucks. I cannot believe I did that. Okay, see, this is the kind of card that could win it for us, right? This is the kind of the starts. You pick a card like this, you turn everything into flushes, and suddenly you can play non-straight versions of you can play non-straight full flush builds while also kind of every once in a while triggering this. See, this card, if we really wanted to, this could just be like a card that we have, and we don't have to play straights. We can just play anything that's under a face card and still play. This is a reasonable card to pick, but I am going to skip it because the money, right? It's just too much. We're on the lookout for something like that eventually, but we don't need that right now. I think I'd rather have the tarot cards now, honestly. Okay. Strength cards are interesting. Keeping 2 aces around is interesting. Because if I turn the kings into aces, then the aces and the 4s can touch. No, they can't touch. What am I talking about? They're not 2s. Man, that's tough. Is it even worth it? Like investing 2 cards into making those aces into something? No, because you're turning it. Those aces. You need to start getting 2s. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know if strength is that great here. We're gonna go on though. Must play 5 cards. Well, that's kind of my middle name, so it's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Oh, we're there. I mean, I'm not really. Beggars can't be choosers, right? There's no reason not to just play the hand and get the heck out. All right. So we could do this. This is actually probably worth. Ooh, a spectral pack. Creating a random joker is pretty solid early game because it might not be good, but it only costs me 3 instead of 4. and it also could be a rare or something crazy. So I think it's probably worth this. What run am I on? Started a new run here. So I'm gonna buy this, and it's also gonna help us with this temperance. We can even get our money back. So there's the heart guy that we were just looking at earlier. That's funny. So if we go hearts, we could be in a really good spot here. I'm gonna buy this spectral pack. I like these. Create a copy of a Joker and then destroy all your other ones. Surely not. If I select this, would it destroy? Would it make a copy of one of these and then destroy the rest? It says it's eternal. Does that mean it's eternal in the sense that I can't throw it away, or does it just mean it's eternal that RNG can't, you know, random number generate? What are the odds that this thing gets selected? Maybe one of these gets selected and it's destroyed. I almost want to select it just to see. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Destroy one random card in your hand and add 4 enhanced numbered cards. That is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, surely, percentage-wise, we'll destroy one of these. I know it's gonna hit a 10. Surely, it hits a non-10, right? Surely. It hit a jack. All right, that's the best thing it could have hit, actually, too. All right, and we'll take an Arcana pack. We will. We're not doing that, so we can't. Okay. Is it better to take the Wheel of Fortune and try our hand at getting lucky, or is it better to upgrade these kings into aces and then play the Fool, get another copy of the Strength, and then upgrade? I don't think that's good, because then you got to upgrade the aces into 2s. Maybe it'd be better to just try to buy it and find 2s in packs. I could see that, because then we've got like a strong card on the low end and a strong card on the high end with the 10s and the aces. But I don't know. I don't really feel like we're trying to play aces. I don't think the clubs is where we are at all, though. Honestly, I didn't really feel good about any of those tarot cards, so I just kind of did what I did. All right, here we will, I don't know. I'm just gonna use this on these. And then I'm gonna trash them. I think 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and get out of here. 2 of them are hearts too. Oh yeah, the extra Mults are fantastic. See, that's gonna be a lot. We want to get our stuff into hearts if we can. If we can get things into hearts, we can make up for the mistake I made earlier. Oh man. All right, the planet one, the one I said I didn't want earlier. Now I'm getting punished. It's like it's running it back, and I'm getting punished for all of these bad decisions I made earlier. Man, it's tough. We don't have a money source either. Okay, this is solid. We just play every hand we see instead of discarding. Every time we play an even card, we could do this. We could easily do even Steven. Oh yeah, we could do that. That's my last name. Okay. Do we take this? We need 4 or 5 cards to play a straight, though. I don't think that's where we are. I don't think that's where we are. Yeah, where did we get this? Wait, what? Oh, that's from the earlier when I used the Spectral card and it generated 3 random cards for us. So I still don't think this is as good though as just going to get a card with hearts in it. We'll just win if we find something with hearts. Oh, hold on. We already got a straight that wins it for us, right? Don't we? Maybe I should have used this temperance card, because I didn't gain any interest. Yeah, I'm not doing this. I've already picked an allegiance. All right, every played card counts in scoring. Well, we kind of already have that. We're already doing that. We don't care about any of these cards. Discard 2 cards per random played hand. didn't discard 5. Dang it. That's okay. I think I double clicked one of them. Ten, 8, 6, 5, 4 is a straight. None of these have hearts in it, which sucks. But I guess these two guys are enough. We're in an okay spot. We're in an okay spot. Hey, that's what we want right there. See, now this would be good. We buy this now, and then we always get straights. Now I'm in it, right? I didn't explain what I was doing there, but this voucher here, the telescope packs, or celestial packs always contain the planet card of your most played poker hand. Now, my most played poker hand should be a straight, right? I've done 5 of them, so if I buy this, I should always see a straight, and that's what we want. We just want to play straights all day, so we're gonna buy the Saturn card, yeah, because it appeared in the pack. Now I'm in it for planet cards. And now we're in a really good spot. So turning everything into hearts is what we want to do. Turning things into bonus cards is also great. Bonus cards aren't as good as we've already got. We don't really care so much about points or like chips. I'm more in it for steel cards. Now I'm also gonna never play this 4, so I'll just use it, make it a steel card. I could have used the sun on those. I'll have multiple opportunities for that, so I'm not really worried. Like right here. So this is actually a wild card. I didn't even notice that. So here, I will discard these, of course. And then I will take this 4, this 5, this 7, this 10. Oh, I can't do it to all of them. I guess I won't do it to this. I'll do it to this. Is it better to do it to this 10? I guess it is. We'll do these 3, and I'll turn them into hearts. We'll go 10, 7, 6, 5, 4. Wait. Oh, no, we're not there. We're not to a straight yet. That's okay. Yikes. Okay. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5. Straight flush. Yeah. Yes. No, I should have done the 10. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're going to explode off the score with this one. All right. So that's the dream, right? That's what we want to do. And that's kind of what I was trying to set up with our last run. And I actually think we're okay, even though last run was a bit abysmal play on my end. Ham-fisted decision-making. See, I could go with the Jupiter or the Saturn here, but in all honesty, the straight flush, the Jupiter, no, it's the, I think it's Neptune that's the straight flush. Is this, hold on, let's check and see this. Straights are better or flushes are better? Ooh, yikes. So straights are better. Well, this is awkward. So if I level up, this is such an awkward situation. I've always been bothered by this. I'm just gonna want to make a comment about something in the game that's an inherent like mechanic that it's weird to me. So if I turn the whole deck into all hearts and I just start throwing down straights, but they're also flushes, I don't get any value out of all of these straights that I ran earlier and got like leveled up. That just seems so weird. Now the telescope card is kind of working against us. And we take the, I don't think points are as good as just the flat value 8. I just don't. You can't convince me otherwise. We don't gain any money from playing. We could take this free Mega Arcana pack and I really wouldn't care. It's marginal here. I don't think it really matters either way, but you could convince me of that. So we'll get rid of the 7 because we've already got a 7 of hearts here. We'll keep the 8 because it's actually a Mult card, and then we'll discard Esso. Anything in that grouping will be good. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Is it better to go? Is the heart worth more? It's +3 Mult. This is +4 Mult. +8 plus. I mean, this is actually weaker than this, which is funny. Oh. Is the burnt Joker any good here? I think the answer is no. It requires so much to set up, you know, that kind of a hand. The burnt Joker is really only good in a few situations, and I think its best use personally is when you're playing like a 2-pair kind of style hand, 3 of a kind maybe if you get it later in the game. And then the dream scenario, which I've had a few of, is whenever you have like, you know, this and maybe like, you know, earlier you had like the DNA Joker and like a blueprint Joker or something like that, and then you have just been spamming with maybe the brainstorm Joker also making copies. You've just been spamming the same card over and over and over again, and you're making so many copies of the same card, and then you end up with like a deck that's just 5 of the same card, like a flush 5, right? A flush 5. And then this card is just insane. Then you're just spamming. I think this card is really good when your deck is already really efficient. I don't think it's the kind of card that you want to pick up early unless you are all in it for like a 2-pair or a high card playthrough. And you could do that. I mean, you could. But I think this card is better when your deck is already good, which is kind of weird. Run info. We are on the tooth. We lose money for every hand we play. We need to spend the money. I don't think I want the wild card, though. Yeah, we will buy this. Buy whatever we can. Yep. It's the only card in the set that even is good. I mean, we could take the ace. But this has a blue seal on it. Say less, right? I'm on board. Oh, these are all good. Well, all good. That's not true, but they've all got effects on them, but they're not all good. See, this is where I could now take this too. But I think this is just a better card, right? Like, well, that's inarguable. It's 3. It's in our suits. It's got 2 effects on it. This only got 1. But I was thinking about the 2 as like a stopgap to being able to maybe eventually get to this ace playstyle that I was talking about. Because this, if I already had the 2s to support it, I have 1, 2 in the deck, this would be a good pickup. But this 3 as it stands is probably the best pickup in the group because it can actually chain together the cards that I already have. It's a steel card, which will make it good later, and it can also be played for value that's pretty reasonable too. So it can essentially be like a... it can do what I need it to. So I'm going to lose the money anyway, so I'm going to select this. I'm going to lose it anyway when I play my hand, when I play against the tooth. There's no reason to keep my money. So here we discard this whole house that looks really good, and I wish I could play. And then after that, I don't know if I really want to turn any more cards into... Do I really want to go the flush 5 route, or do I want to stick with the straights? If I go, or I didn't say a flush 5, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say a flush straight, or a straight flush. Going the straight flush route is fine, but I haven't done them almost at all. And I don't have the means to generate a deck of that style right now. I would really need to get into it right now, and I would need to start playing flush 5, flush, gosh darn it, flush straight flush, nonstop, over and over and over and over again. And I guess I could. Maybe it's worth trying. Maybe it's worth trying. If I do that, I need to discard these, get rid of this. Look for a heart. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Straight flush. This is now my most played. Oh yeah, I forgot you could negative the tooth anyways. I didn't need to spend that money. But see, now I'm trying to build this up to my most played hand. That way when I see those planet cards, or those planet packs. Okay. This is crazy. I can't afford it. That's brutal. That's so mean. Oh, it breaks my heart that I can't buy this. This is my favorite Joker in the game. I used to say that it was the hiker Joker is my nostalgic favorite, but like this is my favorite Joker in the game. This thing is an engine. Just can't do anything with it. I've never seen such a lucky, and I can't buy it. Run info. Let's stop staring at it. Let's move on. We can't buy it. We will start saving our money though. This is a lesson learned in pain, right? Don't just start buying random stuff. You need to keep a little bit of money in the tank in case something like this happens. If you've ever bought until you're down to $0, right? Not a good idea. It's a good idea to keep $1,000 around. That way, in case there's a dip in the stock market, you can always buy the dip, right? A few days ago, we learned about that. Anyway, so I can't buy. We're just going to move on. We're going to cry about it later, but we're going to move on. I'm like, this is so sad and so depressing. I can't believe I can't buy this DNA Joker. I don't have the money for it, and I don't think I've been so tilted about something that's out of my control and so disappointing. This is my favorite, and it breaks my heart, man. This sucks. Just play a song on the world's smallest violin real quick. Give me just a sec. I gotta stare at it for a second. Damn. Anyway, let's go. Next. Okay. So we'll discard like so. We'll discard an 8. We don't need it. We've already got an 8. And here we will discard a king, a queen. We'll discard the 10 because you've already got a 10. We'll discard nothing else, though, because that's a little greedy. These are the same cards we just had. 10, 9, 8, jump to 6 and 5. We've got a straight here. Maybe we just play this straight. Maybe I should have just played that straight last time anyways, because that would have given us more looks for cards. Because it doesn't matter, we win anyway. I just talked about not spending money when you don't need to. But I am all in it. Always and forever for a Mega Arcana pack. There are very few things that make me happier than seeing a Mega Arcana pack. Alright, so here, I'm 100% going to be doing the flush stuff we talked about, right? So I turn all of these into hearts. And then we're going to... Yeah, honestly, it's funny. It's like the reverse of the last playthrough. Where the last playthrough, I was like, oh, maybe I'll turn everything into flushes, and then I had the flower pot. And this time, I'm like, oh, maybe I don't know if I really want to switch everything over into flushes, and I'm sitting here not remembering I have the Lusty Joker. And I was saying I don't know if I want to switch everything over to flushes because I've already got 3 levels in straight. I've already got 7 hands played of it, and I got the Telescope Joker, or not the Telescope Joker, the Telescope Voucher, which would kind of like be guaranteeing us a Saturn card every time we bought one of those packs. But I think if I pivot now, I might be able to wrest control over this and actually get into a deck that's mostly hearts. I could play this and just generate some money. I mean, the gold card is solid. I could do this. Generate us $3 incidentally occasionally. I'll do this. Sure. You'll note that I'm leveling up the low value ones, and that's because I'm trying to play the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6s. You know, and then I'll keep around the 4s and the at steel cards and the 4s that are gold cards. If I get a seal, I'll try to put it on the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6s, right? That's my thinking. The low value cards that are non-face, we're not playing face value cards at all. I'm not putting any benefits on those. If I can, I'd burn them all if I could. But the low value cards, I'm going to try to keep those in my hand as much as possible and not use them. And then if that's the case, I want to keep them in my hand, then I'm going to try to put bonuses on them. Do the next one here. So here we discard the obvious here. I'm going to discard this too as well. I don't know, maybe we keep it. I've almost got a straight. Maybe I do discard this too. Just roll a straight as soon as we see one. That's a pair? I gotta be careful, man. Why couldn't I have caught this my last playthrough? Caught the mass mistake there with the double queen. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be crying when I'm laying in bed and thinking about that later. All right, so here we've got. Well, it's good that we kept some discards in the tank. Oh, well, this isn't a straight, but it is a full house, and. I need to be careful. I'm trying hard to play straights that are flushes. What am I thinking? Every one of those I do gets us further and further away from what I want. Here I think I do play the full house though. Never didn't have it. Better lucky than good, huh? I gotta be careful. I want to play flush straights. I want to play flush straights. No, we don't care about that at all. Standard packs, sure. I think I gotta go hieroglyph. This is the only time I can buy it, right? Yeah, I think I gotta go this because I wanna lower the difficulty so I can get some time to build this deck up. Ah! Pay attention, I should have bought this. Those are those little mistakes that you do. That was free money I just left on the table. Gotta pay attention to that. Well, I can play these at least. These are still better than these. So we discard these. Yuck. We discard these. Wow. Yeah. We discard these. I have to play this. I don't really have a choice. The reason I don't have a choice there is because if I play any of the, if I play two of the cards or something like, you know, or whatever, if I played, I had a bunch of just random cards, right? Nothing was a pair, and so that meant that I couldn't even sneakily play the face cards to get them out of my hand to go get another look. Permanently gain one hand per round. That's gonna start earning us some money passively. All right, we're looking for that next. We want to get that. We're not gonna buy the Celestial Packs right now because we wanna take a second. We need a little bit of time to change the deck over to a flush straight style deck. And I don't even think I want to buy this right now. I think I'm gonna save my money for this. I think it's a little late for. I think it's a little late to be buying that Joker. All right, we want to get out of here. Got another full house in our hand. Discard everything that's not actually hearts. I'll discard that heart though. Well, maybe I keep that. No, discard, 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 discard. Go for the gold, right? I'm gonna play these and get this out of my hand. I had to stare at it for a second to make sure I wasn't screwing myself over there. Okay. Three, four, five, six, no, seven, right? We have a flush, but we don't have the flush straight. I think I do this. Give us another look at anything. I mean, anything that gets us there. This is probably the best play. Three, four, five, six, and then it's just a flush. Yuck. Well, we're gonna win, but I was really hoping. Darn. I was really hoping to get a flush straight, you know? That's what I'm trying to build towards if I can, anytime and every time. Okay, we do buy this because this will give us another hand. It's actually not an extra hand that we're looking for. In most cases, we're looking for an additional discard. That's what we'd love. Yeah, we get rid of these. This is actually great. Oh. Play it immediately. Don't even care. If I get a flush straight, I'm going. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, so I could discard like this. Okay, so here's the thinking. I think I'm just gonna play two pair. The reason I'm thinking about that is because this will get us out of here, I think, but it won't increase the number of straights we've been playing because our goal is to try to make straight flushes our most played. And though I could get a straight here, I don't think I need to. I think I'd rather just play the two pair. I should get over it because of the lusty Joker. It should just take us over the edge. Yeah, so we're gonna try as hard as we can to avoid playing straights now and only play straight flushes. Like anything that's not a... As I said, I don't think chips are where we are. Standard pack, is that worth it? I don't think it is. I think we just go next. Okay, so we discard, play only one hand type this round. Yeah, we're gonna look for a flush straight. All right, so we've got 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, like this. Straight flush. And this has got a mult on it. That's really good. That's what we need. More of that. And that'll get us there. Well, this is cool, but irrelevant for us for each discarded king. Yeah. Re-rolling the boss. We don't have the luxury of buying this. I will take the Arcana pack. I don't want to spend 6 on it, but it's... Is there a fool in here? No, I gotta turn things into Mult cards. Turn something into a steel card, turn something into a wild card. None of these are things I want. I mean, I will take the chariot. The steel card's solid. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see turn things into hearts. I wanted to see burn cards, get rid of them. You know, a hanged man would have been good. The tarot card is not where we want to be. Though I could make the argument, you could do this. Is that better? I mean, this... I think this is better. I don't want aces, but at least the aces are like closer to being playable than what we've been doing. Those kings were literally useless. I want this 5. It sucks, but these cards are not what I want. I want the 5. I want to play flushes. Flush straights. Flush straight. Flush straight. All right, so these can go. Bad luck, man. Get out of here. 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. Yikes, man. I think I'll just play the 2 pair. It's funny to see that go crazy. So 10, 9, 7. That's it. 10, 9, 7, 5, 4. Yeah. Could also even jump to this one. It doesn't matter. It's margins. I think actually the 3 is better though because it's going to trigger the red seal. Okay, see, we have it. We have a deck. It can go. We just need to figure out a way of. We really need to get rid of. We really need an Arcana pack to play games with us or play ball with us and give us a hanged man. We don't want any of those. But this is the best card we got in the pack, so we're gonna take it. A little bit of extra money is never gonna hurt. Celestial packs, we're not there yet. We're almost there. We're almost to the part where we'll start buying those. All right, so we got to discard all of this. We know that. Pretty straightforward. We're not at a point where aces or anything we care about right now. That's not a good set of discards. This is brutal. I think I have to discard. I'm going to keep this pair in my hand so that if I have to play a card to get rid of more face value cards, I have an out. Actually, what am I doing? All right. I might have to play a straight of not the type I'd like to play this time. Of course, I could do this, but that's really greedy. But we have 4 hands. I'm gonna do it. A pair. Actually, that'll let us get rid of this too as well. We play this pair and we play these guys and we get rid of them. Actually, let's get rid of this 5. We've already got a 5. I don't have much more time to play around. I need to get there. 7. Oh, we're there, right? Oh no, we're not there. 7. Yeah, so I need to play like this, and then I'm there almost. Surely I'll get there off of this. $10, 9, jump to 7, jump to 5, clear down to 3, and we're there. This should get us there. This extra trigger here, and then we should earn some money. I think we should get out of here off this. Oh, Lord. Ah! Oh, man. After losing that one, now I'm thinking back to the first one, and I'm just like, how I threw that first one. This one's really giving me a tough time. It is a challenge, huh? All right, well, we're not... Let's just look at this ridiculous crap. Just give me a 4 of a kind in the first hand. I'm not doing it, though. Because I want to start stacking this joke. That is mean, almost. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5. Straight, let's get out of here. That's mean. You're like, hey, you could go 4 of a kind if you wanted to, but you're not going to start stacking your... I feel like I've been getting trolled a little bit on that. I think the game feels bad for me. It's trying to give me something of value to start. We could go flower pot from the very start, but this is only chips. I'm just not sold on chips. Chips are fine, but I don't want to pay 8 money for that. That is a huge investment on something that's kind of okay. I think I'm gonna take a buffoon pack. Let's try my luck here. These both suck. At least this resells for some amount. Sure, I guess. It's not good, but we'll do it. This is not a good opener. I am restarting. I am not. That is a very bad opener. Was not a fan of that. Ten, 8, 6, 5, 4. Is this even enough to get over the edge? Yeah, just barely. This Joker's actually not bad. I don't usually use it, but spending $5 on this in the first round might be the thing that gets us there. So the red card's weird. I played with it before once, not in a video or anything, but it's a little bit counterintuitive. It says this Joker gains +3 mult whenever any booster pack is skipped. I've said this before, there are some things about this game, sometimes it's not entirely clear what they mean. This does not mean when you have it in your inventory up here with your Jokers, it does not mean that if you skip this and don't buy them, that it'll go up by 3 every single time you hit the shop. That's what I thought it did. So every single shop you're guaranteed to gain +6, just flat. You have to pay for it. So you have to go in here and buy this Joker, and then when you're given your options, skip it. So you have to see all 4 of the Jokers, have them flash in front of you and go, nope, trash it. So you actually have to spend $4 every single time or more. So you're paying for it if you buy this Joker. I am not a huge fan of this Joker. I'm gonna have to try it at some point. I know it's probably really strong. I'm sure it could be insane. But I just don't like the idea of spending a bunch of money and then just like turning it into just mult. It could theoretically be the strongest Joker I've ever seen. I say ever seen, but the strongest mult Joker, not the strongest mult, or strongest Joker period, right? There are other Jokers that are obviously stronger than this, but this thing could be a good build around. A double tag. Okay. double tag, everything's double tag. We have no idea what the next thing is. It's probably, knowing my luck, it'll probably be increase your hand size by +3, and I just buy a bunch of things and increase my hand size by a lot on the next one. I'm not doing that. I will take the buffoon pack. Yes. I'm feeling a redemption arc coming on. I'm gonna be extremely conservative, and I'm going to buy every single card I see that is in our thing now. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm probably even gonna buy this. Go bonus cards, maybe. Is it better to bonus 2 cards? I'm gonna go the conservative route. Doesn't matter what it is, we trash it, and we move on. Okay, from there, we will discard I guess like so. We know what this does. I love that Joker. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. We are going. We are going. We are going to redeem ourselves. I have to. After that, I cannot believe I did that before. All right. Okay. Okay, so there's a choice here, a real choice. If I buy this, I won't get an extra hand size. And hand size is critically important. It is incredibly important when you're doing straights. I think the disciplined play is to buy the paintbrush. I want the DNA Joker. It is my favorite. I think the right play is to buy the voucher. I'm gonna do it. Not gonna be happy about it, but I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna go next. All right. Okay, so we get rid of this. And then we discard anything that's a club, as well as these high value cards up here. And then we see a new hand here. Okay, so we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm just gonna play it. Not gonna think much about it. Next hand. I really think we have a real chance of getting here. The Rocket Joker is not a joke. Did we play a straight flush and I didn't realize it? Oh no, the straight flush is not a hidden hand. I was thinking it was a hidden hand for a second. I'm gonna buy this though. A little bit greedy, but I'm gonna buy it. And then after that, whatever we buy from now on needs to help get us there. It needs to help get us over the edge. So I think blinds. We can skip and get a free negative tag. I don't think I had the luxury of skipping. I think I need to start building the jokers. Like what I'm saying is I need to start stacking rocket stacks. I need as much time as I can get. So I think I'm just gonna buy Arcana packs. I don't want to buy the Buffoon pack. I've already got some decent jokers for the early game. We're okay. Wild card I don't care about. Tarot cards, I'll take this. It's marginally better than the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune being 1 and 4 could be okay, but I don't care about that much. Bonus cards, probably what we need. Yeah. That's our, what you would call eating your vegetables. By eating your vegetables, what I mean is, you know, getting the cards that help us get over the edge, because we've got the cards that are going to help us get there. We're going to trash these cards, and we are going to slowly get there. 4, 5, 6, 7, or no, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now we got a straight. So here we go ahead and we do this. I'm going to put this 4 on Devil. Oh, that was a mistake. That's okay. The reason it was a mistake is because I've already got a straight 9, 8, 8. I didn't need that 8. 7, 6, and 4. This is a straight with that 4 in it, but we want to keep this 4 around for the money. I am going to discard these 3 10s and one of these 8s, and we'll probably be fine anyways. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're going to try to earn a little bit of extra money here. Okay. We got to redeem ourselves. Well, I guess I got to redeem myself, whatever. If you don't want to be part of that, I understand. Tarot cards, you know I'm a fan of that, so I'll probably buy that after this round. Extra tarot cards are always good. We will buy this now. Turning things into hearts. Are we on board with that? Do we care? I don't really have an incentive to go that route right now. Right now I have what? I have hearts the least of any cards in my decks. I don't think I'm going that route. I think it's probably right to go the Hermit though. And just start stacking money. We have money now, like really actually have money. But we don't buy the Tarot Merchant. Oops, that's the wrong button. We don't buy that yet. We're gonna buy it next. Okay, we're in a pretty solid spot. Just need to be careful here. Okay, so we'll discard this guy. And then now we got a 4, 5. This is funny. We've got four pair. Oh, that's a straight. That is funny. 10, 9, 7, 5, or 5, 4. All right. Here we will go with a... Yikes. Thank goodness I left a discard in the... This would have been a disaster if I didn't have a discard left over. All right. 10, 8... 10 and 8 touch to 6, 5, and 4. We are on a nice edge. We really need to get rid of these like face cards. They are really scaring me. All right, we are earning money here. Extra hand size? I might buy that. I'm gonna keep it around for a little bit while we work on our decks. I actually think that's really solid here. I'll buy the standard pack. It's low enough in value. We take the 4. Take the 4? I think yes, because it increases our relative amount of cards in the deck that aren't face value cards. I'll take this. And now at a part where I'm getting enough money that I could justify this. Do I have any 2s? I don't have any 2s. We're early enough in the game that I could probably do this. Do I want that? Ten, 9, 8, 7. Well, here's the thing. This 3 is closer to actually higher level cards than anything else. The aces are okay, but they're like really investing a lot of effort into making these good. And right now, this is better than these. I think this is the better card for what we're doing right now. And we'll take the Tarot Merchant. Well, actually, are we on that blind? Yeah, we have to now. We need to buy this now. And we are on to the next one here. And we have a bigger hand, which is awesome. The first hand, drawing is face down. Okay. Well, I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna trash it. All right, and then here, we're gonna discard these, and I'm gonna oh. I have a lot of things under 5. I'm actually gonna play these. That was a bad decision to do. If I was gonna do that, that would be terrible. Maybe I just play these. And the reason being, they're not gonna stop my ride the bus. There is a non-zero chance it could be a straight, but they're not gonna be. Well, actually, could they be? Like a 6 or like a 5, 4, 3. No, they can't be a straight. But at least this gets the information, and I get them out of my hand. I still have a discard for these guys, so. It's a random 4 of a kind. Okay. All right, now we get rid of these guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5. All right. All right. We are earning money. We have money. We just need a little bit of time to sculpt this deck. Yeah. Yeah, folks. Fibonacci is coming in hot here. This is what we want. Now we really do want to pick up aces. Now we do want to pick up aces. And a 2 is fantastic here. There's your middle ground thing. I don't think I needed to buy that now. That might have been the wrong buy. Yeah, I didn't need to buy that then. I was just so excited to see the interest gaining. All right, here we'll, eat our vegetables, as I say. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5. Just play the straight and go. Is it better to sculpt and try to get the Mult and just get a... We score when we score on ace 2, 3, 5. Okay, ace 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the Fibonacci sequence. Yeah, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Okay, so ace... Oh, that's actually hilarious. I don't know if... There's a little subtle joke in here, and I don't know if the designer actually meant this or not, but ace is 1, right? But actually, aces are worth what? They're worth 11. And aces being worth 11 is actually 1, 1. So 1, 1, literally 2, 3, 5, 8. This is, if they meant to do that, that is a hilariously clever joke. Well done, designer, if that's what you meant. 3, we'll jump to 5. We have to play the 6, the 8 triggers it, and then the 9. So yeah, this is actually, I think, better than with the 10. Yeah, 3 triggers. Yeah. Pretty solid. Well, pretty good, but we're not going to be playing hands that only have 3 cards in it. It's a darn shame this wasn't on something else. I would have bought that in a heartbeat. We'll buy the Arcana pack here. Yeah, I'll take a steel card. Honestly, I'll probably play it on something closer to the middle now, right? Because we're going to be playing both ends now. And some things in the middle now I actually don't really care what it goes on. Sure. We buy jumbo structure packs when we see them. Would be nice to have this just for the blue seal, but can't afford to do that. We'll take the 10 because it's the highest value card in totality, right? Create 2 common jokers. Don't have the space. Sorry. Trash. All right, 9, 8, 6, 4. So we actually have a full house, which is hilarious. Is that even good? Is a full house even good? We don't have anything that helps us molt. The 4s don't trigger and the 6s don't trigger. I might just play these and get rid of them. Yeah, I think that was a good play. And then I discard these. So I actually have a straight here, right? I guess I could just play this and move on. That's fine. All right. So believe it or not, despite the flub up of the last 2, this is actually looking to be an okay run here. Times 12, or yeah, plus 12 for straights. We don't have the space to buy this. This is probably better than that, despite the fact that we're playing straights. I cannot justify getting rid of the trading card, folks. If you're thinking that, you're wrong. And this card is going to be earning so much money as we play, I don't think I can get off the rocket yet. I think that would be a mistake. So as much as I would love to buy one of these, I can't do it yet. Sorry. I think that's the wrong play. This is the kind of thing we were looking for here, though. So we turn something into something else. So like we could take this queen and just turn it into a 10. That's what we want to see. Hold on. We got to be careful. For being the guy that used to read this all the time, convert the left card into the right card. I about did that. Would have been a tilter. Oh, well, I make enough money that I'm not too worried about that right now. So we'll trash this. We will discard like so. We will discard like so. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5. This is the steel card. 9, 8, 7, 5. Lose 5. Might just win it for us and get out of here. Not quite. That sucks. Yuck. That means that we're gonna have to lose 5 more money. 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, hold on. Is the full house better here? We don't score on these, on the 4s and the 5. Ugh. We don't score on these. Do I even get anything out of this? I don't score anything on that. This is still molting, though. I'm gonna play it. This still makes this okay. Yeah, okay. Losing 10 sucked there, but we'll be fine. We'll make up for it. Our rocket's digging us out of that right now. Yeah. Okay, so now we get this voucher. Now we actually have an avenue. So we're looking to play straights. We're not going for the crazy royal version of them anymore. We don't actually have that, but we will buy this. Actually, hold on. We will buy it next round. We don't need to buy. We don't need to buy it now. We will buy our Arcana pack anytime we see them. We always do that. Do we want to turn something polychrome? Do we want to turn something into a mult? We want to increase our max money. We don't really care about money. We're good on money. Creates a random joker. We don't have space for that. We can go clubs, but we don't really care about that. We're not incentivized to stick to any specific suit right now. So we're open to suits if we wanted to do that. I think I'll just change things into mult cards. The 4s aren't getting triggered off of the Fibonacci, which sucks, but you know, I'm not too worried about that. There's going to become a time where I'll get the chance to upgrade them. Okay, so aces are part of the Fibonacci sequence, and they are not face cards. So there's an argument to be made that the 10 or the ace are both serviceable. I've already got too many 10s. I don't need any more 10s. Actually, the 10s are probably weighing down my deck. I should probably not be buying 10s at all. Because the thing about 10s is too many 10s will end up in situations where we've got like 3 10s in our hand and we don't have a straight. And then we're like, okay, I guess I have to discard 2 10s. Then you draw 2 more. And you're like, wow, I didn't need that many. What you really want is like kind of a normal distribution of like 6 6s, 5 7s, 4 8s, 3 9s, 2 10s. And then down cascading on the other side as well. You know, 5 5s, 4 4s, 3 3s, 2 2s, and 1 ace. Something like that. And then you got a lot of 6s. And a 6 can be like the kind of the mortar that holds your brick wall of straight hands every time together. So you want to, I mean, in my mind, at least I see it math-wise, you know, the least commonly needed cards for the straight that I'm going to be playing is going to be the ace and going to be the 10. And then the next least most used are going to be the 2s and then going to be the 9s. Right? Because the thing is, the 10 can only pair up with 9s and 8s. The 9 can pair up with 8s and 7s. Because it can skip, right? Okay, step back. The alleyway card allows the 10 to pair up with not just the 9 for straights, but also with at the 8. But then the 9 can pair up with the 8 and the 7, but also the 10. Right, so it has 3 things it pairs up with. So 9 has more friends than 10 does. And then the 8 can pair up with 7 and 6, but it can also pair up with 9 and 10. So you want more 8s than you want 10s. And 9s, but more 9s than 10s. And then 6, of course, is, you know, marginally better than 7 and 8, but that's because it's right, maybe 6. I actually didn't do the math. How many cards are in that group? Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 cards. So the 2 middle cards would be 10, ace, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4. And then the 2 in the middle are going to be the 5 and the 6. Yeah, so the 5 and the 6 are the cards that you want the most of, with probably a little bit of a lean towards the 6, because you're more likely going to be wanting. I'm assuming all cards are equal, that you want a straight of any cards that is in that group. Obviously, 3s are worth less face value than a card that's like a 9. So you're more likely to want to get the 6s and the higher up ones, but aces are a pretty good incentive if you can get some early ones. So we're pretty much just looking to get a critical mass of just cards that are, you know, high value early right now, that are underneath the umbrella of not face cards right now. We're pretty, we don't really care, you know, how good the card is, or I'm sorry, that's not what I meant to say. We don't care if the card is like a 6 or an ace right now. We just really want to get modifiers. So I do think this is better. I do want this voucher, but we talked about that, why I'm not picking that right now. I'm going to select it next. We go next. All right, here we've got to trash this jack. And then we will get rid of, okay, 10 jumps not to 7. 7 jumps to 6 and 5 and 3, so we've got it there. We're going to get rid of these. And then we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And if this scores, then we get an immediate straight trigger. We get a, what I mean to say is we're gonna get, didn't score, that's okay. I don't like that. 8, 7, jumps to 5, jumps to 4, and then we'll use the 3, and this might get us there. The 3 and the 5 and the 8 are in the Fibonacci sequence, so. You might think earlier when you're like, well, why didn't you go with the other thing then? Why are you not going with the thing that increases the value of all your straights and all that? Well, because the straight thing is good. It is giving a higher flat mult, but this is triggering +8 mult on every single card. Right? It's not just giving +12 to the mult overall. And maybe I'm wrong in the math there, but I think giving that's good. Oh, wait, we already saw that. Oh, look, a bird. But I think giving an extra mult to every individual card before the calculation up here might be better. I'd have to actually like maybe run some numbers to see if that's the case or not. I need to start spending money. I've got truckloads of money. Do I get the Saturn? Do I start working on increasing the power of my straights? Or do I increase the value of my... All of these are cards I want, right? Doesn't even matter what it is. I'm gonna start increasing the power of the deck, the cards individually. 2, right? The 2's got a seal on it. I don't really care about the fact that it's, you know, got the bonus thing, but it's got a seal on it. And it also acts as that kind of connection that we need. We need a few of those to connect to that ace. I feel good about it. And then we said now we can actually buy that. No, we got one more round before we have to buy the telescope voucher. Yeah, we cannot, we don't want extra hands. That's not what we want. We want our discards bad. We could get a negative tag and try to pick up some random joker here. This might be the time to do that because we're earning a lot of money. I think I do this. I mean, I might get a bad joker, but I actually think it's like the opportunity cost is 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. Just play this and go. I don't see any reason not to. Oh, he decreased the power of the poker hand. Brutal. Well, he can't decrease it any lower than level 1. It is already level 1, so that's good. Yowzers. Okay, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4. We've got it, but let's try to see if we can't get some better choices here. The 2 does trigger the Fibonacci, but we want to keep this for the extra hand. If we play 8s, those score it as well, and we play 5s, that scores it. So we've got 10 does not. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 is the straight that we're looking for. I don't know if this wins though. So now we're getting into that danger zone where like 2 hands don't win it immediately. But there's really no reason not to worry actually. I still have 3 hands. I'm trying if I can to get an extra trigger on the aces or the spades here. Or the spades. I mean, I'm trying to get a trigger on this and get some extra Saturn cards before I go. 10, 8, 7, 6, jump to 3. We just got punished. I think I have to play this 10 and hope to get a card that's not. I can't reset this. Do I also play the 2? I think we just lost. Oh no, hold on. We have a flush. Oh, I should have put the ace first, but maybe. Does it actually matter, does it? Yeah, we got through it. Okay. We had a flush, so it was okay. And it didn't require us to play a face card. Okay, so now... Oh, this is it. This is the payoff moment. We got a lot of payoffs here. We got the brainstorm, which means we can sell one of these, and I'm probably going to sell... Maybe the rocket. The rocket's already done a lot of work for us. We're going to be earning so much money, but like I don't need any more money. Now I need consistency in deck. I still want to get rid of these cards. I would still rather, I know the money's a lot. Like I would be getting how much now? $7 every round now? Oh no, I don't have to sell it because it has a negative. But what I was going to say is just so you understand what I mean, this rocket is going to be earning more money than the trading card by a large margin, but I don't care about the money. I've already got 75 money. What I need is consistency. I need to draw the cards I need, and that's not coming from the rocket. That's coming from the trading card. That's going to help us. So I still need to keep that around, but I don't even have to make a choice because I could just buy the brainstorm straight up. This copies. It can't copy this, right? This is incompatible, yeah. Because there are some jokers that are incompatible with cards, which always throws me off. But what this is saying is it's incompatible with this. If the first discard of the round is only 1 card destroyed and earn 3, you can't double destroy a card. I am surprised you can't earn an extra 3 on it, which is whatever, but that's fine. What's gonna be nuts is that if I wait till the end of the round and I put the rocket here. Wow, this is not compatible with that. I wonder if that's a balanced choice. It doesn't seem like it makes sense intuitively. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to copy the rocket. I think that's just a balanced choice. But that's all right. But what this card is going to be doing is it's going to be copying my Ride the Bus eventually right now. Right now it might be copying the... We actually have some time. We might be able to play around and see if it's better to copy the Fibonacci or not. And if it is better to copy the Ride the Bus and the Fibonacci, we might just throw the Fibonacci away at some point. I'm not against that. Okay, So we do buy all of this stuff, and an extra discard is just, yes, that's what we need. The thing is, we can't afford to get like marooned with a hand of, you know, or whatever. I don't know what word to use there. Get stuck, I guess, is a probably more normal human word to use, not thesaurus, walking thesaurus word. We don't want to get stuck with a hand with like 3 jacks and a king, and then you can't get rid of them, and you're just like, oh, that's really tough. And this guy's helping us with that, but this extra discard's really going to help with it too. Oh, hell yeah, we'll take that. I didn't need to buy that. I kind of bought it without thinking, but that's okay. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Did we not buy? Did I forget to buy the telescope joker? I know I'm not imagining that. There was one, right? Did I forget to buy it? If that's the case, that sucks. That was a mistake if I did that. Well, no, I don't think... If there was one, there might have been one. I'd have to go back and look, but I know there was a hieroglyphic joker, and the other ones are here. There's 5 with the hier... No, I don't have the hieroglyphic. It would be there. That was my previous playthrough. I think I just outright missed it. I get to pick 2, huh? I think I'm never going to use this, but sure. Well, I'm not buying those anymore. So we're in a really good spot here. Spectral Pack is okay, but I think I'd actually rather just play and earn money and have more opportunities to trash the cards in my hand. I don't really see any reason not to just play the game. Just trash everything I see that's not within what we're trying to do here. These are technically over here. I wish you could actually like change this, put this down here, and then it appears that spot in your hand. That'd be really cool if you could change the way that the cards appear in your hand. So here, I'll probably discard like this. And then, as we've said before, we try to keep a discard around because, I mean, we can be a little bit more greedy than we have been, but we try to keep a discard around. This is actually part of this now. Because we want to make sure we can do this. Okay, now I could have kept that too, but it was a little greedy. We try to make sure that we have an extra discard just in case, you know. We have to discard some cards that we didn't want to be getting. All right, so I'm gonna put the Empress here like this, because these cards are already gonna be scoring a lot. I don't want to use this too. Ace touches the 3, right? Yeah. The 4, we can skip that to the 5. The aces are scoring. Let's look at the Fibonacci, right? 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 3, 5. We jump to 7, we get an 8. This might win. But if I'm gonna do this, I need to be careful because it might be better to choose this one. I think flat points wise, I'd much rather play it like this. I think this is worth more. Getting 2 iterations, well, I don't know if this triggers the way I think. I don't know if this goes to 20 and then it applies and then they both get plus 20 because it's sitting at plus 19 Mult. I don't know if it triggers and then it goes to 20 and then after that it applies the plus 20 and then this is going to also give me plus 20. I also don't know if this is going to increase it forever. That would be crazy. If this is increasing this triggering every single time and it doubles its trigger and then forever it goes up by 2, that's going to be nuts. So we're going to try like this. So it went up by 1. See if this scores it. It did not. Okay. That sucks, but it's okay. So we scored 8,000, which is fine. Pretty solid. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5. And then this will allow us to not have to use this. We can also touch this. I'm trying not to do this because, you know, margins, it gains us money, but this is also going to give us a blue seal here, which is good. Switches. Nope, doesn't work. Oh, I already knew that it doesn't work. We know that. I need to not worry about that. So these cards can be kind of put over here. Well, this one as well. This will never be used in that way. So I'll put them over here. So these are the only cards I care to make copies of if I ever do. We're going to use this now. Flushes are not what... I almost clicked it, darn it. I don't want Celestial Packs. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm really not in any specific hand right now, so I could go with this. We could start turning our deck into like a hearts and clubs kind of thing. I mean, this is not a bad thing. Sure, I guess. We have extra money to play around with, so turning our deck into hearts is not bad. Excuse me, my contact is messing up here. Oh. All right, so here we got 10, 9, 7, 6, 5. We've got our straight. We're just gonna play it. I'm not gonna think much about it. And we're gonna play the other one. 8,000, serviceable. We don't have the 2 yet, so we can't use that. We will discard. We got 9, that jumps to 6, not quite. We will discard like this. I will keep the ace. No, I'll discard it. 10, 9 does not jump. So we need to find our 7 or our 5. Need to get rid of this and get rid of this and get rid of this. Found an 8. Good. All right, so Fibonacci sequence is 3. We can skip the 4 if we want, and then go straight to 5. We can't skip the 6, but we can take the 8. And if we wanted to, we could take this 4. And I think this 4 is better than the 10. Or the 9, of course, but or the 10. So we could do a straight this way, or with the 4. I think the 4 is better because it actually increases by a mult. None of them will trigger the Fibonacci though. So this should score and win it for us. Then we'll get an extra $3. It would be nice to actually like go and find the maybe I should have been a little aggressive and looked for the blue seal. Probably should have. Yeah. Yeah, I mean this isn't bad. This gets our, cards out of the take the spectral pack for sure. Converts all the cards into a random suit. This is actually marginally. I mean, it's probably going to turn them all into diamonds. Watch, but adds a adds a negative to one of your jokers and decreases your hand size. Decreasing your hand size is bad for a straight deck, but adding a negative to one of your jokers is pretty nice because it helps you get. It's also bad though because let's say I had an extra spot. Well, see, the thing is, if I get a negative joker and then it applies itself to, let's say, like the Fibonacci or the ride the butt, like the only one I wouldn't want it to apply itself to is the Fibonacci because this is the only one I've been considering maybe getting rid of. Turning everything into one suit would be good if I could control it and I could guarantee that they're all hearts or all spades, but I'm not really on board with that. Let's just go ahead and do the negative joker. Okay, it's fine. Now I got space for another joker. Not playing diamonds. I'll buy this. I'll re-roll. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, whoa. Whoa. We might find it. We might have just found the first time use for the hack. I've never beat the game with the hack. Re-triggering my 2s, my 3s, my 4s, and my 5s. Sold. That might be it. We might be there, boys. Reroll. I don't care about any of that. All right, next. No repeat hand types this round. That's bad for us. So that means that we basically have to find a flush straight. That's kind of what we're going for here. We want a flush straight. We want a flush straight, and then we'll get a regular straight. Oh, and we were so lucky. Holy crap, we just got lucky. Because we wanna get the flush straight now, and then fall back on the regular straight afterwards. Wow, that was some luck. Actually, this might be a good time to turn these kings into aces. Wow, that was some luck. Nice. Because we can't repeat a hand this round, so
Man, that was fortunate. Okay, so here we've got 7, 6, 5, 4. I think I just discard like this, and it doesn't really matter what I find. It's going to be a straight anyways. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're good. What a fortunate little, you know, you need a little luck occasionally, and that was my luck. That was the luck I needed there. All right, we are earning money. We don't play face value cards. Hikers are relevant to us. Tarot card tycoon, we do want that. I will buy that now. I've got enough money. It's coming out of my ears. I don't care about that anymore. I don't want these. I don't want jokers in here anymore. I want to see tarot cards. All right, hanged man. Yes. Yep. Hearts. Hanged man. It's hanged man, right? It's hanged man. I will re-roll. Oh. The shop is being kind to me right now. All right, so here we'll hold on to that hangman for a rainy day, but we will look for 10, 9, goes 10, touches 9, touches 7, touches 5, touches 4. So I guess we just play this right now. There's no downside to just playing this straight and going. And then here we look for 9, 7, 6, 5, 3. Yeah, the extra trigger on the hack is, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We use this. Run info, blinds. Is there a good one coming up? Gives 1 per each hand that played this run. I don't need money. Even though this Diet Cola would be cool to get, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I already have 7 jokers. I have my spots filled. I'm not doing the levers. I don't want that. I do want the Mega Arcana packs. People know how I feel about those. This will give us a chance to actually trash some cards too. Looks like we're not getting it this time, but that's okay. Steel cards are obviously good. Is it time to try to get lucky here? No. No, I don't think so. Am I greedy? Let's do it! Nope, nothing, it's fine. I don't know why I had this one select. Oh, I get to do them both. It don't even matter. We'll buy the other guy. Now I can only choose one though, because this was the $6 one. Hearts. I don't care about money. I don't care about planet cards. I think here, I'm just gonna start turning things into hearts. There's really no downside to turning a bunch of things into hearts. So I'm pretty undecided in terms of which hand, like, you know, kind of, I don't have the telescope voucher, so that's not really what I'm thinking about right now. What I have is some critically unleveled hand types, and I'm kind of basing everything off of my jokers right now. My jokers are holding me together. What I really need more than anything is a well, I'm looking at no specific designated hand that I'm building, and if I switch over and start going heavy into like a build around a specific kind of hand, there's no reason why I can't just switch over and start focusing on a flush or straight flush. There's no downside to trying to get that if I can create that situation. Well, this is awkward. This is awkward because I want to trigger this, but I also want to use this, but I want to use this every time I see it. We're actually almost to the point where I can actually get rid of this joker. This might be crazy, but I think I'm going to discard this hand and try to find another card to trigger this hanged man right now. Is that greedy? And then now I'll try to get there. 10, 9, 7, 5, 4 straight. Um, 10, 9, can't do it. Weird. I think I'm gonna do this.
Am I? It's so awkward. All right, that's better. 9, 8 jumps to 6, 5, and then 4. We can skip that and go straight to this one. This might be enough. The other nice thing is every hand that we're playing, I should have been thinking about that more. I could have just been playing hands that were crappy and getting more opportunities to trigger the ride the bus. Every trash hand that I play is a trigger on it. I didn't have to just play and win every single time. So there is an alternative strategy. You don't have to just try to play your hand, win as fast as possible, get that extra interest flowing or the extra money off the extra hands. You might just play the trash hands and start stacking that ride the bus immediately. I could see that. Wouldn't have thought about it until that just happened. All right, now we're kind of locked in on straights, I think. You'd have to do something pretty, or you'd have to see something pretty special not to be. Still think the lower values are probably worth it. The 4 is also not part of the Fibonacci sequence. It is part of hack, but the nice part about hack is if I have a 4 at the end of the round, the hack can trigger the 4 in the hand and get me 2 sets of $3 because it's a gold card. Triggers twice. Even if it's in your hand, it still triggers. Okay, that was a really good pickup. All face cards are debuffed. We feel really good about this one. Okay, so here, the first card we discard is trashed. So now that's okay. We're just not going to get the chance to use this guy this time. That's okay. Still pretty marginal to like, I don't want to get rid of him. All right, so we're going to turn just random cards into mult cards, I think. Do I have a straight in this hand? 10, 8, 6, 4, 3. No, I already have a straight. My brain was thinking I'm not going to get the chance to trigger this. I might still be able to trigger it. So I guess we go like this. And then we go like this and use this now. And then we'll put it on something in a second here. But we'll go 10, 8, 6, jump to 4, jump to 3. If we just win, we win. I'm not really thinking about that, but we could. It was not my intention if we do. And then now, oh, there's still no opportunity to do this. Okay. I guess I could just play a 3 of a kind, trigger the ride the bus. Get rid of one of these 10s, kind of as it were. I could see that as an argument. And then now I don't have a way of connecting all these, but I would probably go like this. You'll note that I'm playing these cards. That's because I'm still greedily trying to look for a card to trash. I still didn't find one. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. I will get these guys though leveled up, and then after that we'll go 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. Is it worth throwing out one of these 4s? How many of each card do we have? We only have, oh, I mean the whole deck. I want to see the full deck. I have 5 4s. Maybe I trash one of them. Hi. 9, 8, 6, 5, like this. Straight. Alrighty. So we're now at the point where we could probably sell. Oh, what is this? Oh, +1 hand size. Heck yeah. I think we are definitely on course to win this. Okay, game. I'll take the 3. We will not take anything else. I don't need the rest of that. If I kept this queen, it would be specifically to get the extra. I'll take the queen. The only reason I'm taking this is because of the blue seal. I can afford to have one junk card in the deck that, you know. No face cards. Earn $3 if 3 or more face cards are discarded at the same time. That's funny. We'll take this. Buy it and use it. We'll sell this. We'll make some planet cards. None of them are useful to us. And, you know, that happens. I mean, what can you do? Still worth it to do it. I'll buy that. Yeah, I can't use that. Yeah, sure. Now this is an interesting choice. Now, if I really wanted to, I could lock in on just trying to win. And this is probably the right choice. And I could just sell my rocket, because my rocket has already done all the damage it needs to do. Like, I don't need more money. At this point, the only reason I'd be holding on to this is because it's just earning more money and it's fun. But I don't need it. If I sell, it's not actually earning me any value in terms of winning the game anymore. The extra money is kind of... I think I'd rather sell this. I think I'd rather still keep the trading card around to discard what? What do I have to discard? A 10? Or a king and a queen? So there's still a few kings and queens in the deck to trash and get rid of. If I sell the rocket, sure. Sure. We'll sell the rocket and then we'll buy the extra hand. We've already got enough money. I mean, I'm not really worried about that anymore. Trash our king. That worked out nice. And I think I might be getting rid of him very soon here. Okay, so now we've got 10, 7, and let's say 7 here. Maybe even this 4. And I will turn these into hearts. And now we're going to try to push into the flush 5 kind of stuff. Or flush, straight, I mean. Straight flush, my brain. And even though I didn't level it like I have leveled this 5 times, it's still pretty strong, right? Actually, it's not as strong. Pair. What am I misreading here? Okay, I see. This is weird, but I think I'm actually gonna not play it because I've got 5 levels in this. See, I've got a 100 times 8 for the straight flush, and 150 times 16 is still better for the straight. So it's probably still better to play this one, a regular straight, than a straight flush. And then now 10, 9, the 9's good. 7, we don't have it. Okay, so we could discard like this. We don't really need the money. I don't care about that, so we'll discard those. And then after that, we'll discard the 1 of the 7s. Let's see what we get. So now we got 10, 9, 8, 7, and then we'll jump to 5. And then this will probably win it for us and get us a trigger here. Yeah. We could also skip the 7, jump to a 4, use up one of the 4s. It's a high card. What do you mean? Oh, I have to do it like this. 10, 9, 8, 7, skip the 8, jump to the 4. Like that, my bad. That's fine. All right. I shouldn't have switched that over to hearts. I shouldn't have switched that over to hearts. I'm gonna be looking for things to get out of hearts now. My brain is always, oh, that's what I need, something like this. That's all I need, just a few cards that kind of, whatever, sure. Just a few cards that kind of break up the chance of getting at. Because right now, what we're afraid of is we're afraid of getting flush straights and then it actually ending our run, ironically. All right, so here we'll take, I guess we'll take some of these random hearts and I will turn them into clubs. And then after that, I will take this queen, we'll trash it. And I will take, how many of these clubs, how many clubs do I got? So I want to take just hearts basically and turn them into clubs. Or hearts and turn them into diamonds now. So 10, 9, 8, 6, 5. Just playing straights, folks. Playing straights. Okay, now probably take these and turn them into diamonds. And now the amount of hearts is far less by comparison. I would like to, if I get another opportunity, I'll switch over some of these hearts into clubs. But I'm really all in now on going full straights. I kind of like towed the line between before, but I got to do that now. So we've got an ace, we got a 3. We can jump past the 4 straight to the 5. Then we touch the 6 and the 7, and the steel card will trigger. Yep. It's not the perfect hack and Fibonacci deck, but we figured it out. Buy and use, I guess. Money's just pouring in now. Take the ace. Dude, how many 2s do we even have? Well, 2s touch the 3s, so we got a 2, 3. Okay, we got a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 3. We've got 3 aces. Would I rather take the other 3? That's modified. Yeah, I think this is the best forward-thinking one because it can help us get future aces. We need more 3s if we're going to be playing aces. I don't want 10s ever anymore. Like I said, 5s and 6s are our bread and butter. What the question is, how many of those do we have? Again, that's because the normal distribution, right? We want more 5s and 6s than any other card. 5s and 6s, it's semantics. I'm going to take the 6. Margins. Then here, I'll take the clubs. It's exactly what we were looking for, right? We want to switch some of our hearts over clubs. That couldn't ask for anything better there. Reroll. We're not looking... Simply, we're looking to turn things into clubs. We're not turning the whole deck into clubs. We'll buy that, I guess. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We don't care about this as much as we care about that, though. Lucky cards would have been nice, but not as much right now. Actually, is that still better than clubs? No. We can't take a chance of getting any flushes. Well, we can deal with that kind of stuff later. Cards played previous, or... Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, here we're going to trash out... What, we even have space to trash anything anymore? We still have that 1 queen, which we're never going to discard. I need to sell this joker. I don't need this anymore. That's fine. Right now, it's actually scaring me from discarding a single card, and I don't need to do that. All right, so we will, I guess, increase the power of 2 random cards here. And then we will change these 3 into clubs. And then now we should be set on the deck being a solid mix. And we should never really run into the scenario where we accidentally do a flush straight, or straight flush. So now we got ace 3, 4, 5, and then 7 is not part of hack, but it is part of... No, it's not part of the Fibonacci sequence. What am I thinking? Neither 6. So I'll just do the... It's margins at this point. Just pick these. Okay, and then now I'm going to use a discard to get rid of all this stuff that I can't trigger. We're going to do it one more time here. Actually, I need to be a little bit more careful with what I'm discarding. We got a 10, 9. We need a 7, but we got an 8. We got a 6, then we got a 5 here. That's a straight. So the cards I have to discard... are like this, I think. I'll probably discard this 5 as well. Awkward. Awkward because I can't make a bridge connection here. So we're going to get rid of them like this. We don't need 2 10s. But I guess we keep one of them because this one's a steel card. Okay, we got there. All right, so we're looking for a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Alrighty. Got there. We are almost there. We are in our final ante. And this is when things get really challenging because we need something that can actually help us permanently gain 1 hand per round. Yeah, that's something we need. Yeah, extra hands, more chances at playing straights. Increase the power of our stuff. Increase the mult on our cards. We need that too. We'll buy a buffoon pack because we're now in the business to sell this and get a better one. When we play an even card? Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what we needed. Even Steven will get us there. And we'll sell this guy. We don't need him anymore. He's done us so much work, but we don't need him anymore. And then we'll buy a chariot card, and we'll buy and we'll re-roll and see what we get. Glass cards we don't care about. We'll go next round. We're in a solid spot. Pretty solid here. Okay, so we will... This blue card we want to keep in our hand, so we're going to turn this into a steel card because we always want to keep it in our hand, and so this will trigger the steel, and it'll also trigger the fact that it's a blue seal. So blue seal and steel, blue steel steel cards are good. That's a good combination to have between the two. All All right, so here we want to turn Mult cards. We'll take these cards as I call the bread and butter cards, the 6s and the 5s, the cards that are right in the middle. We want to turn those if we can. I would like to trash one of these 10s I should have when I had a chance. That's what I should have been trashing, was 10s, but we got too many. We got 6, right? Our full deck has 6 10s. We have too many 10s. That's okay. We're going to discard 2 10s. We're going to discard 1 5, and we're going to discard we'll keep 3. Now we got a 10 9 6 5 4. We got our straight right there. And then now we got 8 6 5 4 3 straight, and this will trigger 3 things. That's good. 4 things actually, right here. And this should double trigger, right? Because we got hack. Does the hack double trigger? We should get 2 planet cards. Oh, each played. I misread that. Okay, yeah, never mind. No, it's just free money, so it's pretty straightforward. Anything better? Played cards plus hand size. I don't think any of these are better. I mean, this is I really love this, the Mystic Summit. This is such a powerful Joker early game. But no, it's not for us. Now we have so much money that we're literally just looking for, you know, straights. It doesn't even really matter. A flush straight's fine. I mean, little things have sailed on that, but crazier things have happened. Yep. Buy news, even if it doesn't trigger. Oh, it's a holographic too. Yeah, what a nice one that one was. I still need to beat the game with this. Actually, is he worth putting in the deck? Instead of the extra hand size? 1.6 times the Mult is quite a bit right now. I think that's better than him. I'm doing it. Sure. Just free money. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I don't need to turn any things. Hold on. How many each type do I have? Well, okay, put it this way. This would go to 12, and then I would lose, what, margins on this? I don't really think I'm at a point where I need to be turning my hearts into... If I could turn 2 hearts and a club into 3 diamonds, I would be at 10 diamonds. Sorry, 12 diamonds, 10 clubs, 11 hearts. I guess it's slightly better to not... I'm talking about, like, not playing the flush 5. Or flush 5. A straight flush. I don't really care that much. I guess we buy it. Wait, do I even care about turning cards into bonus cards? Is this really something I even care about anymore? I don't think so. Well, I don't care about either of these either, but... We're not at the point where we're just trying to use our money because we're at the end of the game. We should just be using our money a little bit more aggressively. We're never going to use this. I want to beat the game with that at some point, but we're never going to use it. Turning cards into lucky cards is cute, but I would rather have the guaranteed Mult than that. We are at the end of the game, folks. I'm just going to spend on your final hand. Yeah, I'll take this. Let's just go next round. Well, this is useless. It sucks. I'd love to take it, but it doesn't do anything. It just takes us straight to the last one. One random Joker will be disabled every round. Well, hopefully we get a little lucky with our rolls there. All right, so we got 8, 6, 5, 4, 3. And we just play it, we go. I don't think we're in trouble at all. Not now, not with the Seal Joker. All cards are considered face cards. Can you imagine just tanking our win, or taking the game right now, just losing it intentionally? Oh, this would be an opportunity to trash a 10. Do we want to do that? Is that even a good idea? I don't think so. I don't think we're at that point.
Actually, it might be a good idea to do this. And then now we've got 4 aces that can connect with the 2s. I still think this is better than the 10 right now because we've got so many 10s. I'd rather have like more options on both ends of the spectrum. And I mean, there's no reason not to take this. If I don't know what I'm going to take, I'll take this. There's nothing I want to trash in that hand. Not specifically anyway. As I say that, the best card in the pack is a 10 by a long margin. We're taking it. Well, you know, turning cards into mult cards is definitely up our alley. Turning cards into hearts is not. Turning cards into glass is. This is our last round, so we don't care. We want this. Man, I wish I could buy this, beat the game with it. I've never beat the game with this Joker, but I can't. I need to keep this because it's good. I need to keep this because this is double triggering everything. I need to keep the hat because I've never won with it, or even Steven, and these two are like guaranteed to stay in the game, so I need to not play around with the order of this. That'd be a disaster. All right, I'm going to try this next one to do the Steel Joker, double triggering it. I think that's probably the best choice here. This is our last round, so we should probably be doing things, looking for better options, but I don't think I have a better option than what I've got here. Is it better to sell this and buy this because this will allow us to essentially turn any card into a wild card? And I don't mean wild card in the games convention. I mean wild card. I can turn it into any number on the fly when I need it. I think it is. One random Joker is disabled. Shortcut. What does shortcut really normally do? It normally lets us play straights without. Okay, yeah, this is actually fine. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking for something that is like a 7. So we'll discard like this. We need a 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need an honest straight because this card is blocking us honest straights from working. I'm actually gonna immediately turn these things into mult cards though. This might just win us the game, right? If we can win the game right now, we do it. So now that Joker's no longer gonna be a problem, and it's something else that's gonna not be triggered. Oh, we just won. Yeah. All right. We did it. Okay, cool. Main menu. I don't want to continue on any further than that. I was just trying to beat the challenge, right? That's all we're doing here, so. All right. Okay. Well, it was a lot harder than I expected, right? Like, I don't know what the heck hit me the very first playthrough. I had a really good start, right? We had the trading card Joker, which I will sing the songs and praises of all day. I think that is the best Joker in the game at this stage. I really do. The flexibility, especially early adoption, you know, that or maybe the DNA Joker, but I'd rather cut the fat than add some meat. Because cutting the fat, then everything you draw that's meat is just efficient over time. Man, you know, maybe this is my personal opinion, but I think that my two favorite Jokers in the game are things that make your deck more efficient. So the trading card and the DNA Joker. But the first game we had that trading card Joker, and then we also got a few other options that were pretty strong. You know, we also got that one Joker that slams, like, you know, seals on everything every single time, and then I made the egregious error of playing 2 queens in one hand and thought it was part of, you know, a king, queen, jack group, and played 2 pair and then just tanked my run, which sucked because made the whole challenge go a lot longer than we intended, which really sucks. Rather, I intended, whatever. And then after that, the next playthrough, we kind of bombed because I misread the calculations on, like, you know, how many mults we were going to get, and then we needed like 16,000. We only got like 11,000 or something, which was, you know, that one I was a little less, you know, sad about because I didn't have an incredible start anyways. But this time we got to redeem ourselves, and I get to show you how good I think that trading card Joker is. I do believe that it is the best Joker in the game, and I kid you not, I think it is the best Joker. You can make an argument that one of the 5 legendaries, if adopted early, might be able to kind of, you know, compete with it. But I think the ability to carve out the junk at the early onset of the game and then just generate passive money, I think that trading card Joker might be the best Joker in the game. It's my personal favorite. I don't think there's anything that comes close. I say that besides the DNA Joker, but I still would rather have the trading card. Like, in my order, it would go trading card and then DNA, and then after that there's a lot of other things, but I think those 2 are insane.
But that's it for today. We beat the next one, and we're gonna take off in the next one. For the next video, I'm gonna be playing the next challenge, and that's what you can expect to see from me there. Additionally, I was planning on recording a few other videos for a few other games. I want to make a few other series, which I've talked about a lot, but I think I'm actually gonna put my nose to the grindstone and actually release a few other videos. I got a few other games that people have been asking me to make video content for. The first one is the Stanley Parable, which I've talked about myself, which I think has reinforced the players or the people who've been watching, viewers' interest in the series. But also another game that I haven't talked about that another viewer of mine wants me to play is a game called The Mortuary Assistant, which, if you don't know anything about me, which, I mean, how would you unless you've been watching my videos or you know me in person, I really love horror. Whether it be movies or video games, whatever it is. Heck, one of my favorite Let's Play series I used to watch all the time was Markiplier's, you know, like a horror series or a Let's Play horror series, like the analog ones that are kind of like recorded on an old school VHS, or the ones that are kind of like 8-bit horror. I love those kind of things. Even if they're cheesy sometimes, they've got some like campy humor, they make me laugh. But they're kind of the kind of things like, I'd watch those like ASMR videos, you know, or whatever they call that, right? Where like you watch it, it kind of makes you fall asleep. It puts me to sleep watching, you know, people play horror games. I like watching that. So but anyway, again, that's it. We're gonna take off another video, and you can expect a few videos soon from me that are from another type of game, and then I'll still be making Balatro content at least through the challenges, and then probably a little bit more sparingly, but I'll still be playing at least through the higher tier decks, right? I still got to beat some of those higher tier versions of the decks that people have been asking me to do as well. So, but that's it. Thank you for watching, and as always, I don't actually have a quote, so we'll just say, be cool and stay in school. I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Goodbye.